the Boo Hurt helmet, the single most important part of your kit, because without it, 1 second to a Boo Hurt fight, you'll most likely perish. So I'm back at my Boo Hurt fighting gym in Melbourne, Victoria, Kraken, Team Kraken Boo Hurt gym. Today I'll be running through Boo Hurt helmets, some pros and cons, nothing too crazy. Hopefully this helps you pick your own helmet. All right, today we're gonna go through Boo Hurt helmets. We're gonna go through the good, the bad, the ugly, what they weigh, how good the visibility is, and all that jazz. Also, if you like my Stay Deadly t-shirts, you can go down into my shop and purchase one of those bad boys, as well as I got my Stay Deadly knives. They are freaking awesome, good to go. Nearly sold out, so check out my shop and let's see how we go with these helmets. Just for a quick look, you can see behind me, we've got plenty of different type of helmets you can pick from for the sport. A lot of people get in their mind that they need a sports optimized helmet. Like you need a wolf rib because you can see and you can breathe so much better, so you're going to be a better fighter. Your helmet doesn't make you a good fighter. How much you train in your helmet makes you a good fighter. As you can see here, we've got full plate helmets. And then we've got obviously the wolf rib, and then we've got some ones down the other end with chainmail on the face. So we're going to go through those bad boys, and hopefully this video helps you pick the helmet for you. This is my helmet, Sugarloaf, probably the best helmet you could ever buy. There you go. No visor, so it's all fixed in. Once you've got your helmet on, it's not coming off unless the straps come off. It originally didn't come with these crosses. I got these crosses cut in. It helps with breathing, and I'm able to look through these crosses when I'm looking at people's feet to grapple. And a lot of people ask, are there any padding in these helmets? What do you have under the helmets? This is what we got under the helmet. As you can see inside, it's completely padded. Completely padded all the way through. And there's straps. So these got two straps. We've got one strap here, and we've got another strap on the front here. So with the two straps, one strap goes underneath my helmet, so people can't pull my helmet off while fighting, and the other one goes across my chin. So if someone punches me in the face with my helmet, it doesn't hit my nose or my teeth, it just pushes my head back. And just for some interest, we'll weigh each helmet, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So my helmet is essentially 5 kilos on the dot. That's quite light for a helmet. You'll see with these other helmets that have Aventails and chainmail, it gets quite heavy. You may look at this and think the vision's very bad, but you got to remember, you can look through all these holes and your eyes are quite close to it, so you actually have a quite good field of view. Unlike this clap visor, the vision isn't the best, but you can still see through all these holes. But the main eye slits, you know, very restricting. All right, we'll go through everyone's favorite, the wolf rib. By far the most ugliest and shittest helmet there is. What do you think about that, Bryce?
It's the best helmet.
No, it's the shittest. Anyway, so the reason why people love this helmet is because you can see everything and you can breathe everything. You can breathe very well in this helmet. The downside is you can get little stabbies in the eyes from stray axes or people's swords going through the eye. I'll put some photos of some injuries that happened. Also remember, you can still get things going through your eyes in these other helmets as well. So it's not just this, you give more likely a chance to have that with the wolf rib. Just look at the gaps that you've got in it. All right, same thing inside. So full padded up, and this has got a padded Aventail, and as well as got some hidden plates in the helmet, which goes over your shoulders, which would be good if you didn't want your collarbone to break. As you can see, with my helmet, it doesn't have an Aventail, it is purely just the helmet. So that's why I wear a gorget that goes up my neck and over my shoulder. Obviously it didn't cover too much of my collarbone. Anyway, back to the wolf rib. Let's weigh it. Let's weigh the wolf rib. All right, we're weighing the wolf. Oh, it's unsure. All right, pretty similar to my Sugarloaf. It is at the 5.3 kilos. Still pretty light for a helmet. But yeah, so pros and cons of a wolf rib. So the pros, great vision, great circulation of air in your helmet, really good for breathing. Cons, it's not the safest helmet. I don't fight in it. But yeah, not the safest helmet.
but still safe. It's still a helmet that will keep you alive in a Buhet fight. So I may rag on it a lot, but it's not a terrible helmet. Like I say all the time, I just don't like the look of it. Like, I don't want to look like I've got a cheese grater over my face. I think full plate helmets look way cooler. That's just me. Next helmet. Helmet, we have the nasal. As you can see, it's a bassinet with a big nose, hence the nasal, and chainmail coming all up the eyes. So behind this chainmail is a cage. So it isn't just chainmail covering your face, there is a cage over it. So when you do get hit in the face, it's stopped by the cage. Good things about the nasal is, once again, this has very good breathing and vision as well, because you can see through the chainmail. It was probably the first, I guess, wolf rib of its time, in my opinion. Everyone used to have a nasal. Everyone used to have, my first fights ever were in a nasal bassinet. But yeah, very good. So this actually has titanium chainmail, so it's not as heavy as it would be if it was steel chainmail, but let's weigh it. 5.3 kg, so all roughly around the 5 kilo mark, which is not too bad. Usually though, if this nasal had steel chainmail, it would probably be a kilo or more heavier. I think one of these other helmets has chainmail on it. All right, next helmet we got here is, oi, what do you call that? What do you call this helmet? A what? Alexander? Alexander or Alexander? Romance of Alexander bassinet, apparently. Confirmed it from the boys over there, not me. So we've got, unlike the other helmets, this is a visored helmet. So you can come across here. So you do that, comes off, and you can breathe through your rounds. As you can see, it has the two straps, one on the bottom of your chin, one on the other one. So fully padded, but this has the steel chainmail, as you can tell by the rust. It's very hard to wash chainmail once it gets, but it locks down with the straps. There you go. This one is much heavier. Well, it feels much heavier to hold up than the others. Let's check it out. 6.3 kilos. So that's an extra kilo of weight just from that steel chainmail. It also has the padded coif underneath, or padded aventail underneath. Once again, you can hide plates between your chainmail and your padded aventail. So yeah, pros and cons of this helmet. So pros, great protection. You can breathe between rounds. You don't have to take your helmet off, have water and whatnot. Cons, it's a little bit heavy. It's not as, really there's not many cons against this helmet. Maybe it's a little heavy and the visibility is not as good as a wolf rib, but you will very rarely find one with better visibility than a wolf rib. So this is a armet, full plate armet. Usually goes with the cuirass, full plate armor. Once again, has straps on the side for the visor to lift up between bouts. If you want to get a quick bit of oxygen in there. Like I was saying, this is an armet visor. Great protection, does need a gorget, doesn't have an avatail, but goes with a full plate cuirass. Quite heavy, it feels quite heavy. Could be just because I've been holding up helmets for the past 20 minutes. Oh, it's 5.2 kilos. No, jump in, get in here, bring it in. Come here, introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, I'm Lucas. I'm visiting from America.
Hell yeah.
But here to watch. Hopefully, maybe if someone wants to loan me some kit.
Yeah. Well, you look a bit bigger. I don't think my armor's gonna fit him, to be quite honest.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think so. But if it did, I would happily give you mine.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's an armet. And it's like roughly 5 kilos as well, just like all of them. So roughly the average weight of a helmet is the 5 keg mark. One of the coolest helmets we've got here is Tom's, the Grand Bassinet. Grand Bassinet? Tom? Grand Bassinet? Grand or great? A grand or great bassinet. It's sexy. It has an awesome, essentially built-in gorget. It goes with full cuirass. But yeah, it goes with full plate. Super protective. This would be the pros and cons with, I guess, the armet and the grey bassinet. Is vision could be a little bit impaired. I actually never fought in this, so I can't give you exactly, but breathing would be restricted, and maybe vision as well. So I've never fought in this type of helmet, but it is very sexy. But like I said, I did this sport because I thought it was cool, not because of sports optimization. So if it looks cool, train in it and you'll get good at it. All right, let's weigh this fucking beautiful thing. Let's weigh it. It is Oh, who would have thought? 4.1 kilos. It's lighter than all the helmets here. It looks heavier, but it's all just kind of like thin plates. Well, not thin, but comparatively. So yeah, the lightest helmet here is the sexiest. Keep that in mind. Last but not least is clap visor. Many variations of clap visor. People love the clap visor. It's coming back in. It's coming back in because they put in bigger holes, so the breathing's better. They come back in. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, this is the clap visor. Once again, you can flip it up. You can have a breathe on the sides here. This is a weird looking one. We call it the Goblin helmet here. Let's weigh it. Pros and cons, essentially same thing. Pros, you can breathe, you can flip it up. Cons will be the vision and the breathing. Once again, pick the helmet that you think is the coolest. Don't worry about pros and cons. Oh yeah, the Goblin helmet's 4.3, still quite light, but the Aventail is just literally cloth. There's no padding there, so you need more protection underneath with your armor. We got these last two helmets here, the Griffin helmet, and the other weird visored bassinet. Exactly the same as the other ones. This doesn't have a visor, this does have a visor. Essentially the same breathing and visibility. That's pretty much it for the helmets of Buhurt. My biggest tip is buy a helmet first. If you want to buy anything brand new, buy your helmet first. What you think is cool, what you like. Don't worry about what anyone else likes, buy what you like. You can buy a helmet secondhand, that's completely fine. Just make sure it fits properly. But yes, don't worry about sports optimization. This sport is a hobby, no one's getting paid. Well, some people are getting paid. No one's getting paid $1 million just yet for this sport. So pick something that is cool and let it down the track. If you want to get a more sport optimized helmet, do that. But buy something that makes you happy. I've been fighting in my Sugarloaf helmet for like 7 years now, and I don't think I'll ever wear anything else. I pretty much feels like I'm wearing a wolf rib when I'm wearing this now because I've trained in it so much. I don't even think about the breathing or the vision. Like I feel like I'm just looking around like I am now. So that's my biggest tip. If you were to buy anything, buy a helmet first. Buy a helmet first, and then, yeah, that's the video today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If that's helped you out today, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay safe. If you can't stay safe, stay deadly.